Hi, how's it going? So, I like to watch stuff online. Recently, what have you guys been watching? Recently, I've been watching a lot of Code Miko.
Whoa! How does she do it? Look at the hair and the lighting. Wow, so cool. Whoa!
Oh, that one's not so good. How does she do that with the hair? That's so cool. But anyway, another thing I've been watching is submissions from my subscribers, from my Discord crew. I think it's so cool. So cool to see what people have been doing. So I have just basically a roundup of things. And the first thing on my roundup is this relay program written by Aaron. Link in the description below. But here we have it. We have this set of relays, which are basically taking, I believe it's HTML requests. We're just sending them through a program and controlling relays. All off, all on. Very cool. Very neat. And next up we have a project from Oscar Cassandra, Oscar's Poscus, link down below. This is to his, Oscar is a high school student, if you can believe it. This is crazy. This is his final project for the year. It's basically a game engine, a game system. And here we are running through various settings. We have a whole bunch of lights, a whole bunch of objects. Actually, Oscar was kind enough to provide a build of his system. So at the end of this video, I'm going to have a deep dive, or a semi-deep dive into the system. But yeah, here you can see we're making a plane, and the plane, it works. There it is. It's very cool. So thank you, Oscar. This is, oh wow. This is very cool indeed. I don't know what I was doing when I was 15. Not stuff like this. And now we have another submission from Aaron. I'm actually watching this in real time, first time. But this is a game system that Aaron made for one of his university projects. Hey, I've been there. I've done that sort of art before. It's programmer art. It's very cool. And I remember Aaron was saying in the Discord that he didn't get super complicated graphics things working, but he got a functional system working. And I think that is probably the most important thing, is to get a functional system, because slotting the graphics on afterwards is a lot easier once you've got the groundwork done. And that groundwork takes a lot. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, yeah, this would take a lot of work. Good music too. This reminds me of when I was first making games in Game Maker back in a long time ago. When was it? 2007, 2008, around then. That was what this stuff would look like. I think it was using like DirectX 1, and you had that weird fog like you can see here. But this is definitely like, you died. This is like, definitely has a distinct feel. I actually love this, the look of this. Oh, a battle combat situation. He's gonna peck you. Look at that, it's got patrolling behavior. Oh, okay, you died. Yeah, very cool. So thank you, Aaron. This is very nice. And bonus, I skipped ahead a bit. I think here we're going to see... Oh, look at this. We're in the city. Ooh, city level. We've got city music. Dude, I love this. This totally... Yeah. Nah, this is so cool. Oh, you told him to stop attacking. That's cool. You win! Nice. And one more. This is a late submission. This is coming from Fad thank you. Fad in the Discord. I don't think Fad really provided a channel link or anything, but if you go on the Discord in projects, Fad, there we have it. So this is an example of lighting, which is using, seems like some sort of ray casting, two-dimensional ray casting algorithm to contain and rebound lights. Which, it's just neat. It's just very nice to see. So thank you, Fad. It's very nice. All right. So if you have any projects that you'd like to show off, I know I was planning to do this a week or two ago. Things happen, but I will get around to it eventually. And I really do appreciate seeing what people are working on. I think it's super cool. I love this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Oh, also, at the end of this, we'll have the in-depth walkthrough. All right. Have a good one. Bye. So the following submission comes from Oscar Cassandra, aka Oscars Poscus, linked down below. This is his Modine engine. Start this up. We have an option. Let's go with simple plane and a cube. All right. So I think we've got... There were some warnings here, but I don't think that's stopped it from working. So this is Oscar's final high school project, which is just crazy. That's so cool. Very, very well done. I'll just pop through some of the features here. So here, of course, we have a viewport, and we can go into rendering and see some things, change some parameters. Of course, if we change this all the way down, it's not going to display. That's fine right there. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and, where are we? Yeah, just add the stats overview just to get an idea of the performance here. Now, how cool is this? We have info on our GPU and everything. Let's just switch off VSync. And I'd say, yeah, that frame rate is pretty good. So 0.56 milliseconds per frame. We can just go ahead and if we, for instance, don't want to see... Where are we? If we don't want to see the outlines, switch that off. And similarly, that makes a pretty high, improves the frame rate. Right, so we can also go into transform and change these objects. So we can change the position of this thing. That's rotation if you like, its scale. And then the next question is, well, how do we switch objects? Well, no problem. Just go to the outliner. We have these different objects. Grab the cube, go ahead and modify that one. Ooh, little strange, but that's okay. And what was I going to say? I mean, this is pretty cool. This is so cool. We can also go to shadow view. Have a look at this. Shadow view, and we can see... whoa. Yeah, we can see the shadow map for debugging purposes. I think so this is from the view of the directional light. Okay, no problem. What was I going to do? I'm just playing around here. So, for instance, we have the floor. Maybe let's not make the floor cast a shadow. Not that that really changes anything. Or does it? No, not really. What else can we do? So what I'm doing right now is I'm right-clicking and dragging to move around. If I want to rotate around the object which is currently selected, I can go Alt, right-click, and now it's like an arc ball camera. just rotating around the object. I can also add objects to my scene, so I can go, I think it's shift space to add a thing. I'm just going to go ahead and add a point light. Then I can grab that. I've got that selected, go to the settings, and here we can change some parameters. We can change the position. Ooh. There we go. Now, this point light is not casting a shadow, but I mean, shadows are tricky, and you're not really doing real shadows anyway with rasterizing, so I mean, that's a thing to be aware of, but I'm just so blown away by what is going on? What is going on? Let me just try. Oh, no, there we are. Okay. We're back. I'm just so blown away by this. This is so cool. And the thing that really blows me away is how fully featured this is. Whoa. Like, it's got everything. It's got a material editor. We can load in a texture if we want. We can change... Oh, what happens here? Change the metallic amount and the reflection changes. That's cool. Add some emission. And nothing happens, it seems. Anyway, what else was I going to do? So we can load textures in. That's pretty cool. Let me just go and... Oh, file doesn't do anything. Okay. Let me just go and load in some other scenes. So just close that down, run this again. Let's go 255 point lights. There we have it. E and Q to go up and down. Right click and hold to rotate. There we have it. It delivers. That is 255 point lights. Let's check the performance on that. Okay, 240 frames per second. I mean, it's pretty awesome. What happens if we switch the outlining off? That's 4.16 milliseconds, and then yeah, some improvement, like 0.1 millisecond or something. It's pretty good. It's very awesome. I mean, geez, 255 lights and you're getting this performance. That is pretty impressive. Okay. How cool is this? It shows up with the light color. I think that's so cool. Okay, so I was just playing around with this a moment ago, so we can spin this around. How cool is that? That's super cool. Okay, and then if we rotate around, we can see that the specular lighting is working correctly. Okay, awesome. Go to the material editor. Oh yeah, the metallic's all the way up. Yeah, to make it nice and bright. Yep, absolutely. Ah, perfect. That's so cool. Okay. Another example. So just close this down. 255 meshes, 3.5 million triangles. Yep. It delivers. There we go. Now check this out. If I go ahead and add a plane, there we go. Just getting close here. Now the texturing on this plane looks a little off. It seems to be loading in with the same model, with the same material as the guns. But apart from that, it looks okay. Let's bring it down. Scale it up. There we go. Look at that. It's got the shadows and everything. Although, What's going on here? Only some of them seem to have shadows. Does that have to do with the resolution of the shadow map or something? I don't know. Let's make it bigger, see what happens there. So bring it down a little bit more. Conundrum. So there does seem to be a limit on the shadows. What is a shadow view? Okay. Something funky is going on there. But I still think it's, honestly, still think this is super cool. Okay, let's go add a light. There we have it. We can bring that up. That, change the color. And look at this, we've got our specular highlights. How cool is that? There's just something I like about red lights on guns. I don't know. I played too much Doom in the day. But yeah, wow. Yeah. Now something, yeah, okay. Okay. So this is super cool. It's a bit nitpicky, but obviously something weird is going on with that shadow map. And the plane probably shouldn't be loading in with the same texture as the objects, as the gun. So if I go over to switch on. Oh, whoops, switch it off. Okay. Let's grab the plane, okay. Now just try loading in a texture. Oh, see that? The UV coordinates, they do seem off. And for some reason that has also changed the texture on all the guns. So, I mean, I get it. It's just a demo thing. That's reasonable, but it might be something to look at. But yeah, I mean, this is so cool. This is so cool. Very well done. I'm beyond impressed. This is a high school project. What was I doing in high school? Probably killing all my brain cells, whatever it is teenagers do. 400 frames per second. Wow, very nice. Anyway, thank you for submitting, Oscar. This is so cool. Yeah, link down below. And yeah, that's awesome.